Hello, Paul is the best for UK here, and I have a parcel. This was sent to me by Stephen Smith, a Facebook friend. So what's in the box? What's in the box? Okay, so let's have a look. So I've got my Stanley knife here. This is a Rolson. I got this from B&M. It's quite a good knife actually. And yep, so let's tear open the parcel or the box. Yeah, okay. So a little bit tricky to get in. Let's try not to cut our fingers off. Okay, always cut away from here, which is not what I'm doing here. Yeah, cut sideways. Open the box here. Let's have a look. Finally, we're in. Well, at least I think we're in. Let's try this. Let's try and open this box. So what is in the box? I know exactly what's in the box, but this is an unboxing video. So we've got some bubble wrap here. I like popping them balls. Okay. Yep, so shove the bubble wrap aside and the box. Whee! What's in the box? Anti-static bag here. So it's definitely computer related. Yeah, so we've got a IDE ISA hard drive and controller card, and which includes serial and parallel port. This is made by Acer. So Acer have been around a long time. So yeah, vintage. I think you know where we're going with this, don't you? Inside this anti-static bag is a socket-free motherboard. Oh yes, been after one of these for a while in working condition. So yes, some loose SIM 30-pin RAM modules here as well. Let's have a closer look at the board, and let's have a look at the memory first. I've never saw them like this before, where it's like a blob for the RAM ICs. Topless. Topless RAM. So there we go. 3 RAM ICs. These are each 1 megabyte each, I believe, which gives us a total of 4 megabytes of RAM. Now let's have a close look at the motherboard. It's a US 4386A. The Vata battery, or the barrel battery, is still present, so I'm going to have to remove that at some point. 486DX2 running at 66 megahertz in the socket-free socket here. Nice. Some cache RAM. Yeah, looks in great condition. It's a bit dusty, but let's get the RAM installed first of all. Now I'm not sure which way the RAM goes in. If it's in the bottom 4 slots or the top 4 slots. This is normally designated as bank 1 and bank 0, so I'm just going to install it in here like this for now. So AMI BIOS 486 American Megatrends, a copyright date of 1992, so quite a few years ago now. LT38C41 keyboard IC or keyboard BIOS. USA and Japan, USA I on there, and we've got a CIS chipset here. It's the 85C206 chipset. So we've got plenty of ISA slots, and we've got a couple of Visa local bus slots as well on this board. Oh, that's really cool to know. So he sold me this motherboard at a really generous price, and I snapped it up because these motherboards, Acro Computers it was by. Okay, so we've got a floppy drive. This is mine now. I've just added my own parts now. This is Sony, and I've got this 270 megabyte fully working quantum hard drive that's been pulled out of my IBM 486 system for testing. I'm not sure if I'm going to use this in the permanently or if I'm going to use a CF card. Well, I've got this case. It's a bit later than this motherboard. It's from about 1997, 1998, but it has removable standoffs, and it's sort of like a hybrid AT and ATX case, so it would be perfect for this motherboard if I move the standoffs in the right place for the screw holes. The only downside is I haven't got the I/O plate at the back of the motherboard, so we just have to have a big gap there. That's one of the standoffs there. You can move them into various different places on the case. Now the power supply I've got in here is a 680 watt extreme, but I don't think it's truly 680 watt. I think it's just a Chinese clone, like it's probably more like 300 watts. Okay, so more than enough for this system to be honest. And I'm trying to do this whilst in front of behind the tripod on the camera. It's quite difficult. So yeah, screw it down once I've got it into position. I will be removing that Varta battery off camera because they do leak, and even if they're not showing signs of leakage yet, it's really recommended to do so to stop all the traces from getting damaged, which is a very common cause of premature death on these old motherboards. So please ensure you do. I've got this ATX to AT converter. We're going to need that because it's an ATX power supply. So if we just plug that in here. Now, one thing to remember on motherboards is the black wires must meet each other at the middle. Do not plug them in the other way. So as long as your black wires on both connectors are meeting in the middle, you'll be fine. So we plug that into the board here. I should screw it down really before doing this. Okay, so yeah, make sure to twist it round so the blacks are meeting in the middle. You can see that. You just about see there the blacks are meeting in the middle. So yeah, that's the way it must be installed, or you'll blow something up. So let's screw it down. So yeah, I haven't really planned this video out very well, but yeah, I'm just going to screw it down. There we go. So now for the cards. Off camera I forgot to show you the video card I'm using, which is a Cirrus Logic. It's a vintage Cirrus Logic ISA card. It's not Visa Laser Buzz sadly, but it will do for our needs. The ideal for this system is to play games and to use Windows 3.11 for work groups. Can use Windows 95. So thank you for watching, and join me in part 2 where I shall show it running and some gaming. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.